I will never agree with anybody disrespecting the flag of the United States of America.
Hopefully George is looking down right now and saying there's a great thing that's happening for our country. There's a great day for him. It's a great day for everybody.
There's people being murdered unjustly and not being held accountable. Cops are getting paid leave for killing people. That's not right.
I envision my two grandfathers who fought for this country during World War II.
You cannot have people disrespecting our national anthem, our flag.
One in the Army and one in the Marine Corps.
I'm seeing things happen to people that don't have a voice, people that don't have a platform to talk and have their voices heard and affect change.
Saints running back Alvin Kamara is a beast on the football field. In New Orleans, he plays with Drew Brees, who has come under fire for his tone-deaf response.
When people show you who they are, believe them.
Yes, absolutely.
That's Oprah with Dr. Maya Angelou. Kamara, from Norcross, Georgia, a Tennessee volunteer and NFL player, took to social media to address this in his own words. My license has been valid for as long as I can remember, but for some reason I still peep the rear view a couple times when a cop gets behind me. Why? Because that's what I was taught to do. Taught to do is frankly something I was not told of because of my privilege. Boston University School of Health and UPenn released a study concluding that their findings support recent calls to treat police killings as a public health issue. The observed adverse mental health spillover effects of police killings of unarmed Black Americans could result from heightened perceptions of threat and vulnerability, lack of fairness, lower social status, lower beliefs about one's own worth, activation of prior traumas, and identification with the deceased. When you asked, why does Alvin Kamara and many other Black Americans feel this way, the evidence is right in front of you. I've literally been in a bank and had the cops called on me, he tweeted, not because I was robbing it, but because I looked like I could have been robbing it. Oh, the teller was the one that called. I only needed like $200, but I pulled out $10,000 just to play her ass. Banks are not immune from racism.
A stop at this TCF bank prompted a racial discrimination lawsuit after a man claims he came in to make a deposit, but the transaction was denied and the police were called.
I have about 15 recordings. I was being lied to. My money was being, held up. I was being told I couldn't have an annuity because of my age. I was also told that how is it that I was investing $90,000 in Bright House annuity, and I was told I couldn't do it. They held my money up for 3 months, and I was told athletes always blow their money.
Analyzed by Reveal from the Center for Investigative Reporting, they found lenders and their trade organizations do not dispute the fact that they turn away people of color at rates far greater than whites. During President Trump's first year, the Justice Department did not sue a single lender for racial discrimination. Kamara goes on, I've been in nice restaurants and been asked to leave because I can't wear a hat or because I was dressed inappropriately for the dining room. But y'all know what that means. I was just too Black to eat in there that day, LOL. Restaurants are not exempt as well.
What did they get called for? Because there are two Black guys sitting here meeting me? Yes, well, what did they do? What did they do?
In 2018, two Black men walked into a downtown Philly Starbucks asking to use the restroom. An employee refused. When noticing they didn't make a purchase, then they called the cops.
Denny's has settled a lawsuit with a Black couple who say they were discriminated against when they were asked to pay for their food in advance.
Emotional and at times in tears, these Illinois families say they were targeted at this Buffalo Wild Wings because they're Black.
And these are examples I pulled in roughly a 5-minute Google search. I'm saying all this to say until you are Black in America, you won't truly understand what it is to be Black in America, and that's fine. But don't act like this doesn't exist or is not real.